Looking for another retest of 70. I'm not really sure if we'll get it. That actually, if we get lucky enough, we may make another 80 push, but I'm not sure. It'll be close. This is just the eval, so we're going to hold it either way. Either it's going to fail or it's going to be a winner. So hopefully that little retest of the 50 will put us up there the rest of the way. We'll hit 70, we'll go to break even. Yeah, I got long at 60. Yeah, I re-entered. Yeah, we re-entered. Yeah, we hit it already. So we're gonna go to break even real quick. We're looking for a push up to the whole number. It should run at some resistance at 80. I think we're almost oversold as far as this leg goal goes. Above 60. I mean above 80. So no. It was only 6 micros. So we're just going to hold it. Either it'll come back and hit us break even, or we may even let it add if it hits like 80 here and pulls back some. Because it could pull all the way back to the 40s. Let me see what the 50% of this leg is here. That was also a inside 5-minute candle also. Even though I don't usually take them that low. It's a bullish 5-minute inside bar candle. So I didn't even notice. So, and it actually not even paying attention. You should have been long at 60 if you'd have taken this anyway. So the inside bar pays again, guys. Inside bar pays again. No, I don't think so. Why? Per pine tree? No. All right, so here's that 80 that we were talking about. That's an experienced beard there, guy. Maybe one day you'll get this experience. That's the experience showing. The wisdom. Damn it. I knew once we hit that 80, we're going to pull back. Hopefully it won't pull back too deep and it'll just keep going. We'll also be back for the 5 o'clock show. if anybody wants to come back with me and take the 5-second trade. So lately, I have been undefeated with the 5-second trade. I feel like I've been getting it down pretty good. Dude, we've had back-to-back bangers. So a while ago, we entered a long at 25, and we took it up for almost 40 points. I know. It'll start losing now that I'm telling people about it. That's the way it goes. In the evenings, though, I have been taking it very low risk. So I got a Apex funded account that was pretty close to being blown. So that's the one that I've been using in the evenings. That's the one I traded yesterday and got 88 bucks on. So we're going to do the same thing today. We're just going to risk like 50 bucks. What the crap? Coke can. Oh, goodness. Methodical man, always there for the compliment. I can't even speak for the gratitude. Sweet. The next level that we may get some resistance is at the 90. So I never take longs or shorts into the 90 level. Ooh, look at us push that 90. See, I'm thinking we may get 93 to 95 most of the time. Then we reject. So I'd be very shocked if we get 300 on this first push. So a word of advice, never take longs into the whole numbers. There she goes. Nice back-to-back bangers right there, guys. Heck yeah. Yeah, my first entry there, I wasn't on the stream. I got long from the 25. So basically it's the classic. I usually take these off of the way the EMAs kind of reverse. Let's see what it's been a pretty good day trading, and this has probably been one of my better days because I've been trading all my accounts individually. So with Bulanox today, unfortunately, I missed our one setup that I sit around and wait all morning for. So we missed it. So then I just took half the usually we're shooting for about a $200 win on that 5-minute inside bar. And so I missed the first entry, but I caught a second one, but we only took 10 points and that freaking thing went up 200 points. And it was on the very bottom too. That's what's pretty wild. So I can kind of show you, I can show you the one that I took. It's this one here. So as you can see, we kind of just sold off all morning. Here's the play that we waited all morning for, and I missed it. Because I was kind of nervous because we've been selling off all day. And so then we got a second entry. So I was like, all right, well, maybe we'll get a little bit of a move back up. And so I just took it for 10 points, and damn it, did it not go up 200 points. So I had to just kind of sit there and watch that. But the first 5-minute inside bar is probably what do you think, Methodical Man? It's only had like 3 losses in 2 weeks. So, I mean, it's been paying $200 or more every day, depending on how much you want to risk. And the 5 seconds. I also been trading the 5-second charts every day. Yeah, it's been destroying lately. We ran the whole move yet? What does that go up to? All the way back up to 430? Man, do you think there's any chance we get back to 430 today? What are we at? The 15 minutes. So this is your 15-minute opening range here at 320. So this could be the reversal. It was the reversal from earlier today. So it got almost back to your 15-minute original opening candle here. Man, if we get a nice little bear flag, get it back above 20 or something, I might just jump in back in with 1 micro and see how long we can let it ride for till the end of day. Because we're already at 180. So, I mean, really, it's kind of really hard to risk a lot on these accounts because this one account, we're up 300. These are fairly new evals because, what is it called? Bulanox had a 90% sale today. And for the funded account, we only picked up 87. Then my other funded, I've blown it last week. Let's see here. I'd like to see a better looking pullback. I don't know if we get back above those 15-minute opening range here. Maybe wait and see if we can get the non-EMA pullback here. This is where I feel like we need to pull back to 90, retest 90, like 90 and 80 area. Then once we push back above the whole number, then maybe we can look for long. But if it consolidates here, we just may have to end up just taking the breakout. Like if we just kind of consolidate sideways. So for instance, like see how we consolidate sideways here? Then you just kind of look for the breakout. So you kind of get this type of price action. Most of the time, I usually struggle with this type price action. Usually it's pretty tough. If there's not that many like bars consolidating across, it's not too bad. It's only when it's like consolidate, a lot of fake breakouts. So, I mean, you literally can go back across and look for this type of price action. What's up, Paul? How are you doing today? Man, we break that 20. We break that 20. It's very tempting here. I just feel like we need a deeper pullback before we break up into that 15 minutes. I don't know if I just need to wait for us to break up. I don't know if we'll get the retest. See how this type of price action you really don't get sometimes the pullbacks. It'll just pop up, consolidate again, pop up, consolidate. It'll just be that same type price action over and over. But see what happens when you got this type of price action, you can buy at the top of the range. And then what sucks, it'll pull all the way back down to here. So that's what makes this type price action kind of tough. Because you're thinking, if the body's breaking above your consolidation box, and literally it just reverses back on you. So to me, that's what makes this price action so tough. And, I think a lot of people struggle with it, even though you're just selling off. So here's the pop. Let's see if it holds. See this right here, you're popping out of this consolidation area. And you're thinking, oh, crap, we're going to keep going. I don't want to miss it. And you jump in, then it ends up pulling back. Like I said, no big hurries to find another trade because we have traded every single account today. So, except for one account we did not trade, and that's the one I need about $400 on. I feel like I missed out on about $100 this morning. I don't know, Paul, were you in a Methodicals Man lobby this morning on the 5-minute inside bar? That was probably my trade that I missed this morning. That was probably the most annoying, missing that trade. I don't know if the 15-minute holds here. So this line here represents the 15-minute close candle from this morning. No, it here a little bit more, a little bit more. And if we do jump back in, it's just going to be with 2 micros, guys. So we're going to hold on to as much profit as we can. If we try to find a little entry, we're just looking for 10 points in runners. Really need to see a pullback to retest the whole number. But I just don't know if we'll get it, though. I just don't feel like I said, a lot of times we don't move back below the consolidation box. See right here where we pop the consolidation box? There's just no pulling back. See, I feel like we're going to end up missing our chance to jump in on this. I feel like 20 was probably your line to jump in. Yeah, here. I did retest it. Do we take a chance with it? We got about 40 minutes to go, so man, if 22 holds, it's very tempting to grab a long off of 22 here. Just trying to be patient. Right now, sitting at 29 is the 10th lowest day of the month. Then we got yesterday's low sitting all the way up at the 426. So just before this, we did take 2 nice trades. We got long at 25, took it up to 70, then re-entered back in the 50s and took it all the way up to the whole number of 300. So we had really nice back-to-back trades. So if you trusted the 15-minute opening range right here, I mean, that 22 was your, line in the sand here. But you just never know. It's just one of those things here. So now we're back inside the 15-minute, and this thing is just ripping. Let's see if we can find a place where it's going to stop. Got a lot of selling there at the 60s. Around the 60s, so you might get a little reversal there at the 60s because there's a lot of candles sitting there at the 60s. Kind of see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles in the 60s there. It's kind of been a while since we've traded the close. A lot of times we stay away from it just to kind of keep from over trading. I'm kind of wondering if we push up to today's low sometime by close here, if we get like a nice rip. I don't think we're going to get through the 60s without a couple pushes. I think they're going to have to pull back. And I'm hoping that's where maybe we can find an entry if they can pull back. I'd like to see them pull back down to the 21 EMA, which is all the way back down to the 300s. But we haven't been getting that type of pullback. That 29, that's the 10th lowest day of the month. I don't know if that makes any difference, but it's just different levels throughout the month. So that was like one of the lows of the day out of the month. Oh, you hit your max drawdown today, Paul? So here comes your pullback all the way into the 300s. So this is where we need to see it's going to hold up here. Now, if we pull it all the way back down to this 50 EMA, I'll definitely take a long out of this area because that'll be right on the 90 EMA. Back into the 15 minutes. Trying to make sure I have my 15 minutes lined out right here. Woo! He's still holding. If we take this above the 15 minutes, we'll go to break even fairly quick on this. I don't really want to be in this trade for a lot. So this is only 2 micros also, guys. If the 15 minutes doesn't hold, more likely we're going to go deeper down. So it hit that first wick there. Okay, so it looks like it's going to stop us out. So it did hit that first wick. Maybe we can jump back in. Like I said, we're only jumping in. It hit this wick here. May have to wait for it to get above 28.29. So let me see how much that cost. It shouldn't have cost me too much because we're still green in this account, 150. So we lost like 20 bucks on that. All of our trades are going to be fairly small this evening. Like I said, we don't really want to risk a lot of our profits. We're just trying to add to it if we can. So every trade we enter, we're not going to be in it for that much. We're going to try to get in as close as we can to the levels that we're looking for. So I may have to wait for it to break 30 here. Because what it is, we hit that low again at 29, and plus we hit the bottom of these candles. Now I'm kind of wondering if it's the opposite. So now that a while ago we were doing consolidation move up. So I wonder if this is going to be consolidation to move down. All right, we're back at it again. So if we get long again, we're still going to use 22 as our, see, I'm thinking we're going to hit that wick right there. And we're going to use 29, so we're just going to be in this for 6 points. So if it pulls back some, you need this 29 area to hold. Most of the time we like to test the bottom of a wick, so that's why we're not going to shoot for the full 10. Man, we're going to get stopped out again. Just don't want to get wicked out. Just need 29 to hold up. Ah, shoot, I might have been faked out again. Retested 29 again, as you can see. That's what I'm saying. 29 has to hold up here for us. There it goes. A little bit of momentum. We're going to go to break even just in case. Well, we'll just keep it at 29. This way, if it doesn't go, we don't really lose too much. Goodness, come on. No, we hit right at the bottom of that freaking wick. God damn it. Come on. Okay, there we go. Holy crap. I didn't think it was going to get through there. So I think we got back what we lost a while ago. Yeah, so we're back up to 194 now. So we were at 179. So we up one contract to 3 contracts instead of 2. So yeah, you got this wick right here what's battling. It has to get through the 40s. We get the 40s, we should push up all the way back up to the 55s. Hopefully 40 doesn't require us to pull all the way back here. There we go. Get to those 40s. We should get a little blast here. So we just got a new 5-minute candle. This is also an inside bar on the 5-minute candle, but I'm not taking it as an inside bar for anybody that's so. This is a bullish inside bar here. So it could pull back 50% of this candle. So we could get a pullback to the 30s here before it blasts us. Hopefully it'll keep moving to the upside. We're just going to play it to the top of this wick. But you would think if we push these 55s, we should go higher. What? Probably next level up is going to be 60. Then after that, 80. Then all the way to yesterday's low, sitting up at 426. Which is kind of insane to think about. We hit the 50. We may get stopped out on our runner. And we can always re-enter with 1 micro. So if it stops me out and if it pulls way back here, we just may just re-enter. Let me see where 50% of this. Oh, damn it. I don't know Fibonacci. I don't ever use Fibonacci on TradingView. I was trying to see what the 50% of this 5-minute candle. It looks kind of like 29 to me. Sorry. Woo. Is that the 29? Oh, so that was the 29. So let's see if the 50% is going to hold. No, it looks so bearish. Maybe. Oh, shoot. No. It's about to push again. I don't think we'll survive this second push. I'm trying to just keep from getting wicked out. Maybe. Oh yeah, 29 held. Whew. Wasn't sure. No. I want to see green. What are these levels are from if you're just interested in use them? It's just key levels. So it's just in TradingView. So this is the only reason why I'm aware of the 29. So it was the 10th lowest day of the month. So that's where that 29 level came from. Other than that, I don't know anything else about it. But if I say, I don't think it's going to hold again. All right, so we will take a 50 EMA bounce here if 50 hits because it's off of the 300 and you got 20 points here. So I don't know if any of you guys trade the 50 EMA. Hopefully it doesn't blast through it because that looks so bearish right now. I'm hoping it hits this 305, pulls all the way back up here just to retest the 25. So that's usually the type price action you get from playing the 50 EMAs. And we're just going to do 2 micros. Like I said, we want to hold on to what profit we have because I think we pushed over $200. Oh, no, we're pretty much back to where we started a while ago before we took that loss at 175. What did you hit your daily loss limit on, Paul? Like, who are you trading with? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure what my dog's barking at. She never barks. Oh, my camera's froze. Sorry about that. Yes. Sorry about the camera, guys. I didn't realize my camera froze. See. Like I said, we will take this 50 EMA bounce just because there's 20 points in between the 50 and the 20. So this level was pushing it now. That is the 15-minute opening range. So that's where that resistance is coming in at. And we'll also be back at 6 o'clock this evening to take the first 5-minute inside bar and also the 5-second trade. For anybody that wants to attempt the 5-second trade, it's super fast. You have to be, it definitely takes a minute to get used to it because it's so quick. And a lot of times I won't have anything on here because I don't want anything to be distracting with it. So I'm just like, usually it's a trade that usually happens within probably 10 to 20 seconds of the opening. I outlined it a little bit on one of the shorts I posted yesterday. Whoo, man, we're back above that 29 level again. Did that inside bar fail? Yeah, it did. I think it only paid 10 points. Man, I feel like we could possibly push all the way back to the 280s. What did you miss, Paul? What's up, Bear? Is this Christy Bear? Is that your bear or is that somebody else's? Is this the bear from Madison County or Athens, Georgia? Hey Bear, if it is, Bulinox has got some 90% off for one day for some reason. So be careful if you are holding your trades. Remember, we do have the pretty much murder bot in 5 minutes. Okay. I didn't know if you were my sister. My sister has a name similar to Bear, so I didn't know if that was her name, Bear. I couldn't remember her if she uses Bear or something similar to that. Okay. So, wrong Bear. Yeah, I know she uses Bear in her name. I just cannot remember because I don't. She's not in my lobby a lot, and so when she does come in here, I know it's something Bear. Wow, we just pretty much pushed back down to retest the 15-minute candle. So it's been a really nice green day today. We didn't really get all we wanted out of the funded account. We only got 87 bucks. We just got half the profit we look for. Usually we're trying to get $200 a day. We still need to make another $2,000 on this 50K to even get close to payout. Then with Apex, we still have our 5 funded accounts with Apex. One I came pretty close to blowing last week or the week before. I don't remember the date. It's still alive, but by very little. But it was a fairly decent day. This 127, this account here is the one I've been trading on the 5-second account. The 5 seconds. I was doing the 15 seconds. I just recently started doing this a couple weeks ago. And also, what is it? That one, is that the one I'm close to? No, never mind. That's another PA. Got 500 bucks, 600 bucks. Well, no, this is the one that I was close to almost blowing here by over leveraging. So we've been just working on it little by little. So hopefully we can get it back in the green. Then we full ported Methodical Man, or I got a Apex challenge account, and we pretty much just full ported it because we were just trying to get it to funded without wasting a lot of times trading it. So we sent 3 micros and made $1,000 on it today. So it was a pretty good overall day as far as trading goes. Whenever I did take losses, they were usually fairly small today. The only account that I didn't get a trade in because I've been just sticking to one setup with. So a lot of times you only get 2 to 3 trades a week. And that's this account. We're sitting at 26,200. We still need to make another $400 to get to Apex threshold for some kind of payout with them. So what I usually trade with that account, the reason why you have to freaking wait so many days is a lot of times I trade the open close. So I would be looking for a short, which I don't think we'll get up there this evening because, we still 130 points away. I'd look for a short here at the 470s and look for either 10 to 20 points. So that's the account because we've been trading all of our accounts singly with just different setups. The main setups that we've been trading mostly every day would be like trend line breakouts, the 5-minute inside bar. So that's where this $100 came from. And unfortunately, this crap went up. I had bought literally 10 points at the bottom. You can see it better on TradingView. So if you go over to TradingView, so I mark out all the inside bars with the 5 minutes. Let's see. Oh, never mind. Wrong TradingView chart. Here it is. All right, we got 1 minute left before the Murderbot, so we'll see what happens with that. So be careful if you are in a trade, so it could go to the moon. But anyway, here's your 5 minute inside bar candle at the very bottom. Literally, this is where I bought. I got long at 56 today, took 10 points, and this thing ripped up freaking 200 points. So I had to pretty much just sit there and watch that because I didn't want to re-enter. So I didn't really want to re-enter this long for the second time. So this is why we set out of the second time. So it would have hit our take profit area here at the 60s. Remember, I said it's going to take a lot for us to get through the 60s. If you kind of go to the left here, you can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 candles and wicks down in those 60s. So this was the second hit on the 60s. We may still try the, damn, do I have something that I can try trading that one account if we push down to 16. So the $88 that you see with this account, this is what I made off the 5-second trade yesterday. If you go and look on my page, I have a short, it's about 2 minutes long, that I kind of explain a little bit on the 5-second trade setup that we've been doing. Ooh, let's see, what's the number of that one? 19. Yeah, it's been probably one of my better days trading bear. So I think it's just because we were just selling off so much today. So I think I only longed once the whole day. I longed that the only good pullback we had, that was where I longed that one eval that I had $1,000 on. But everything else has been shorts today. So we're tempted to take this 50 EMA account, and we're just going to do it with 2 micros because, like I said, this $88 that we made in this account was from yesterday. So we got about 15 points between your 50 EMA and 20. So a lot of times, if you watch the EMAs, a lot of times if we break the 20, lose the 20, I'm not saying that it won't sell through. Hopefully it won't, because it's getting pretty close to that 55 candle. It easily could just waterfall down being the end of the day. So anything's kind of eerie here. So, I mean, if you are taking these type of stuff, don't do it with an account that, you know, you're up on, or, you know, this would be like eval trades, or account that's pretty much doesn't have very much drawdown left on it. Like I said, I don't really have no drawdown left on this account. So every trade we take with this account now until we get it back above the 25,000, which we still need another like $380, they're just all going to be super small trades. So the most that we're willing to lose on this trade is going to be $40. And if we get 1 minute before the 54 candle, we'll probably close this because I don't want to be in this trade at the 55 candle. So let's see, let's go to my clock here so we can look at the clock. So we got one up, might not even get down there. So we only got 1 minute left. So it pretty much retested that 29 level that we've been pretty much talking about over and over. So if you use TradingView, put in key levels, and it'll just pretty much give you all the lows from throughout the month. What it does is it gives you the 10 lowest days out of the month. And I want to say it does the weeks too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, previous month low. Woo! Shoot. I think I'm going to close it. We're 15 seconds from the 55 candle. I don't want to get destroyed if this thing just sells off. All right, there's the 55 candle. Woo, did we get through the 60s here? I'm just going to risk 40 bucks because we could get stuck here. Like I said, those 60s have been an insane kind of target here. Well, a lot of consolidation in this area. Yeah, it looks like it's going to pull back on us. All right. So that's going to be my last trade of the day there. We thought we could get a little bump here to the 400s. Because that cost us about 40 bucks. Like I said, we're just going to risk 40 bucks on that one. I thought once we got above the 60s, we'd make a nice little push to the whole numbers up there at the end of the day. Thank you guys all for watching this evening. Bear, what are you usually trading? Are you trading the NQ also? I've been trying to find like some kind of like way to trade the ES, but I haven't really found a way. It's so hard for me to trade the slower markets here. So I'm not going to take it, but let's just see if we get the 10 points. How about we put it on a sim account? I'm just curious if we get the bounce at the 20. A lot of times this will pay 10 points. So this is a sim account here, guys, not an eval, not a funded. That last trade that we just took a loss, that was a funded account. Like I said, we lost 40 bucks on that because now we're back down to 44. We were at 80. I don't want to trade any more accounts that matter this late in the evening, because we only got about 2 minutes before the market's closed here. Man, that 29 has just been a straight wall, guys. Watch this thing pull back to the 29 and just blast us to the upside now. Hopefully everybody had a good day trading. Like I said, we'll be back at 5 o'clock, guys, or 6 o'clock to trade the 5-second setup. So if you're in here, this is a sim account, guys. I just want to see if it works or not. That's all I want to do. This is not an eval. This is not a funded. We're done trading our accounts for the day. This is something that we usually, you know, if you watch Methodical Man, he'll take this trade a lot during the day, and I like taking. I don't ever take it on like funded accounts, but I do take it a lot on evals. My thing is, if we hit this, do we just pull back and just hit the freaking All right, so we hit it. Let's see if we get 10 points. No, it looks like it's about to sell through. It's selling through. Is the 50 going to pay the bills? No, it doesn't look like it's going to today. No. Maybe. Oh, the 50. Oh, I knew it was going to hit that. Oh, I hit that 29. So it didn't even give 10 points. It pretty much hit the 29 and rejected. Watch it blast through now. Nope, it's still struggling to get through those. Well, it did hit your 10 points, but you would have had to hold through a lot of mess here. Where could we go? I think we can go all the way back to the 80s here. That'll be 50% of your move. So, guys, we'll be back at 6 o'clock p.m. this evening for the opening. So what we're going to be doing is trading the 5-second opening with the account that's about blown here, right here. So we ain't got very much drawdown left. So, and we'll be trading, I'm not really sure what other account. We'll be looking for the first 5-minute inside bar. And like I said, I do have a little short video, what I'm looking for whenever I trade the 5-second setup. So far this week, I haven't taken a loss on the 5 seconds, so, which, you know how that goes, because I've taken it in the mornings and the evenings. So I'm taking it twice a day. I like the shorts all the way back down to the 80s here. That'll be 50%. Well, no, I take that back. The 50% now is at 307. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys in a few hours if you're back. Thank you.